timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Hall again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Duvernay in motion. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down at 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Moore, the man in motion.
Tighten up. Switch.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flush to his right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hall again. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second down and a yard. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. To throw on second is Watson. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Beckham will go in motion right. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Dobbins. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. points, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, power field, 26 Mike, 26 Mike, and 24.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, 25.
Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Steps away to his left.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Moore, the man in motion. A final shot before the break. Watson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 32 yards.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Watson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Odafe Oweh able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Oweh, one of the most gifted athletes coming off the edge in the AFC. The key for him, translating that athletic ability into consistent production. Hasn't quite unlocked it all yet. Only 3 sacks last season, but the potential is immense.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Moore, the man in motion. Third and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
A give running right is Hall. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 3rd and 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 30-yard punt punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Jackson. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Watson now to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Cheesy bitch. Formation.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Watson, off play action. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 36.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to...
He's got a man complete. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
Throwing now, Watson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, It's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's 2nd down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson to throw.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Browns, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.